Hello, in this video, I'll walk you through my doctor patient booking API built with Node.js, Express, SQLite, Swagger, and Docker. This backend service allows patients to view doctors and book appointments. While doctors can view their own appointments, there is no authentication. Users are simulated with IDs. The project follows the clean architecture. Models handles the database logic, controller manages the business logic, and routers define the API endpoints. We used SQLite for light-based persistent storage. On the startup, the app seeds 30 plus doctors and appointments for easy testing. Here we have the seed functions that generates the dummy data for testing. In the package.json, we have different scripts to run our application. We can run our application using the npm start. This will start our server locally using the Node.js. We can visit localhost 3000 slash API docs to see the documentation of the API. Else, we can also use Docker. As we can see here, we don't have any images in our Docker. We run the script npm run docker build. So as we can see, our image is created successfully. We can start the container by clicking on this button or simply running the command npm run docker run. This will start the container. As we can see, our container is running on localhost 3000. So if we refresh, this is running on localhost 3000. We can verify it. We can stop the container and refresh the page. So let us quickly start the container. So let us see all the routes one by one. Here we have slash doctors route to fetch all the details of the doctors available in our database. So we'll execute this command and we'll get the 30 doctors, the list of 30 doctors which we have in our database. So we can also get the details of a particular doctor by its ID. Let us say we want the details of the doctor with the ID 1. We'll execute it, and here we have the details, the name of the doctor, the specialization, and the timing. So let us move to the appointments. We can get the appointments of a particular doctor. Let us say we want the appointment of Doctor 1, doctor whose ID is 1. So we'll execute it, and as we can see, we have only one appointment for the doctor which has the ID 1. Similarly, for the patient, we can see the appointments of a particular patient using his or her ID. We'll enter the ID 1 and execute. The patient 1 has 3 appointments with doctor with ID 1, 11, and 21. We can also schedule an appointment using a post request. We will enter the date of appointment, doctor ID, and the patient ID. We'll, for the simplicity, we'll use the doctor ID as 2, patient ID as 1. Remember, we had only 3 appointments for the patient ID 1, which was with the doctor 1, 11, and 21. We'll execute this command. Okay, so curl request has been made to this URL. And it seems like the appointments is already booked. Okay, so we'll go with the doctor ID 3 and the patient ID 1. We'll execute it. Appointment has been booked, and if we again make a get request for the patient ID 1, let us execute. Now this patient has 5 appointments with the doctor ID 1, 11, 21, doctor ID 2, and doctor ID 3. That's the doctor patient booking API. It's modular, documented, and ready for the extension. You can check it from the GitHub URL, this GitHub URL, and use the URL hosted on render to use our API using the Postman request, or simply the Swagger UI. Here we can get all the details in real time. Like I'll enter the patient ID 1. So so it's using its own database which is on render. So the changes we have made in our local host will not be reflected here. Thank you so much. That's the complete walkthrough of our doctor patient booking API.